Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel. It's the Tier 6 German SPG and it's located on the northwest spawn of Fjords under the command of EbonyPegasus. Now, EbonyPegasus is a member of What Arty Noobs and she sent this replay into me because what you're about to see is an act of gross stupidity by the player who just happens to be slightly over and in front of her in the M12. What he's going to do is he's going to team kill her just for fun, and he says it's just having a laugh, just trolling, and he admits that all in chat. And the consequences for EbonyPegasus is that she ends up with a -1 against her name, even though she wasn't the cause of the team killing. So I'll run the replay now. And you can see the game is counting down to start. It's quite a normal countdown. Nothing special. Okay. Battle has commenced. EbonyPegasus is moving away from the spawn point, and you can see the M12 is staying where he is, but the M44 is moving off. Now EbonyPegasus deliberately knocks this tree over. I think that's to give the person at the other end a false impression of where she is. And then she moves over to knock this tree over as well and park behind the bush. The M44 has gone over the bridge and is fighting from the other side of the river. Well, there's the M12, and here he comes, and he's about to team kill EbonyPegasus. What he does, he gets behind her and pushes her into the water. This is the deep water area. There's no way that she can drive out of there. And you see he's shoving her into the water. And he's team killed her, but he's also killed himself because he's gone over the edge into the water. Now she's trying to drive out, but she can't drive out. She's stuck. And she's drowned. And now he's drowned. But both of them have got -1 against their names. And that's a bit of an anomaly really, because they shouldn't have -1 against their names. EbonyPegasus should have 0 against her name, and M12 Tony Dare Wonderful should have -1 against his name. Yes, he killed himself in the process, but he admits he did it. He says, I did it. And the M44 says, I'm sure glad I moved away from you guys. Keep watching the chat because he admits that what he was doing was trolling. EbonyPegasus says, okay, what happened there? And then she says, we drowned each other? And Tony Dare Wonderful says, just some random dude that I came along. Just some random dude off the cliff I came with you, pushed. So he admits that he pushed her off the cliff and he came with her. EbonyPegasus says, sheesh. And Tony Dare Wonderful admits that he was just trolling. So he's just breaking Wargaming's rules. But as a result of that, EbonyPegasus has got -1 against her name. So she's now effectively become a victim of a rule break. And the M44 says, just a prank, bro. Well, not really a prank, because it's a breaking the rules of the game. Well, the game's going to continue. They're actually down at the moment on numbers. It looks as if things are going quite badly. They're 4 tanks down. I'm speeding up the replay so you can see the progress. Now the scores are even, and now they're ahead. The M44 says, what a weird game. Well, yes, it is weird. Very weird indeed. Enemies now down to just 4 tanks. 3. Only 2 left now. Oh, not quite. Now they've managed to get 1 back. So only 2 down, but they're about to lose their Progetto. Yep, he's been killed. So it's only the 2 Artys remaining. One of the Artys has been killed, but the Lorraine 15550 is still operational. And they know where he is, or at least they think they know where he is. The M44, who was glad that he actually stayed out of the problems near the water, is about to come face to face with the Lorraine. He's now met the Lorraine, and it doesn't work out too well for the M44, I'm afraid. Yep, he's been wiped out, but their team is capping. The heavies aren't going to bother to chase after the Arty. They'd never catch him. He's a Lorraine 15550. Based on the Lorraine 40-ton chassis, he can go a lot faster than any of the heavies can, so even if they tried to chase after him, they would never succeed in catching up. So he can run rings around them, and so they've decided to cap out instead, and that's it, the end of the game. So game's over. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And here we can see EbonyPegasus. She's showing that she actually destroyed the M12. Well, in actual fact, it was the M12 who killed her. So obviously there's something wrong with Wargaming's friendly fire system when EbonyPegasus, who was all she was doing was sitting on the cliff by the water, and somebody comes along and pushes her in, deliberately breaking the rules, deliberately trolling her, deliberately team killing her. And as a result, she dies, but she gets the -1 mark against her name. Now, if we look at this chart, we can see EbonyPegasus there, -1. Tony Dare Wonderful with -1 against his name as well. Look at the detail report, we can see that EbonyPegasus has actually been charged for the damage done to the M12. And after the repair of her own vehicle, she comes away with 11,836 credits for that battle. Well, she shouldn't have been charged anything at all, because it wasn't her fault that the M12 died. The M12 was the cause of the M12's death. So obviously there's something wrong with Wargaming system if they cause her to have a -1 against her name when she didn't do anything wrong at all. So Wargaming needs to look into this one, because obviously there's something faulty with the system. I do believe it was on the NA server. Correct me if I'm wrong, EbonyPegasus, but certainly this is not a very good example of the friendly fire system working. And certainly it is a good example of an RT team killer at action. And Tony Dare Wonderful should be sanctioned with a ban for deliberately breaking the rules and not being punished for it. So, there you go. I hope you all make sure that if you've come across this guy, Tony Dare Wonderful, in the future, that you remind him that he's an Arty team killer by giving him the appropriate reward of focusing all your fire on him. Make sure that he realises that if he keeps team killing Arty, then all that's going to do is attract more attention from Arty players whenever he's in battle and they're on the opposite team. Thank you.